Hello, Gemini. Elsie here to do your reading. It is for the month of April, my friends. So I'm going to give you a peek into April, what might possibly be coming up for some of you. It's a general reading, so it won't be all of you, but take the bits that might work for you and leave the rest here. But we are doing a reading for April of 2024, Gemini. Let's find out what's coming up for you. I am going to do a 9-card draw, and the first 2 cards that come out, the first one is the energy that you're bringing into April, and the second card is the overall theme of the month. Gemini, if you are someone who's been here before, thank you for being in the comments. Your thumbs up matter. Thank you for your subscriptions. We have a lot of Geminis that have been subscribing. So thank you for subscribing here. I appreciate that you like this video. If you could let me know in the comments or at least give me a thumbs up, you will also let the algorithm know that we're ready to grow this tribe. All right, let's take a look here. So the energy that you are arriving into this month with, into April, is a little bit of boredom. It says boredom and discontent. It almost feels like the Groundhog Day has got you down. I want to say that maybe you're kind of playing it safe a little bit. That discontent and boredom, it's like you went into this place to heal, possibly. This is the 4 of Cups for me. So you possibly went into this place to heal, but I feel like you're now feeling like there's no action going on there. Like you're a little bit bored. It's Groundhog Day, work, eat, sleep, work, eat, sleep. It is green. Tells me it's Pentacle energy, so it's in the 3D, this energy. Tell me about the overall theme for this month for Gemini, please. The overall theme for the month is patience. Be patient. Move slowly. Be patient with yourself. I feel like things are going to pick up. This answer to this Temperance card is always yes. This is a moment of alchemy. Something is just about to happen here. This whole month is going to be full of moments that are supposed to arrive in the time when they're supposed to arrive. So have patience in this discontent and boredom as we enter into the first week of April. Now look, the first week of April is that we do have the eclipse coming up, right? The new moon eclipse in Aries. And so it is a milestone. Look, we haven't had an eclipse since 2017. We haven't had a solar eclipse since 2017. And before that, it was 1970. So look, and then it won't be until 2044. So this is an event that is going to change a lot of things. And I feel like the moment of alchemy is when things are going to change. What will you accomplish this month, Gemini? What you will accomplish is prosperity. I love it. That's the Ace of Pentacles. So there is something that is coming up here that is abundant. So whether that's money, family, friends, it is in the 3D. It might be a new job. It might be an influx of money, like maybe you're getting some sort of a promotion, but it is abundant luck, right? It's things that are working for you. What should you avoid in this month here? What you should avoid is temptation. So I'm going to say, if you're going to be in the moment of alchemy, making a lot of money or having a lot of abundance, please make sure that you're watching your spending. Please avoid material temptation. Also, I'm going to say temptations of the flesh. Just, this is the devil energy here. Avoid doubt. Avoid letting things slip away on you. Avoid being doing things obsessively. So I'm going to say like gambling, or, you know what I mean? Like spending money, buying too much from Amazon, too many shoes, too many purses, too many suits. You know what I mean? So it feels like you need to curb your temptation. What should you embrace for the month of April? Gemini, what should you embrace? What you should embrace is your intuition. I think that's going to help you a lot with the temptations here. So I feel like whatever you do, whatever comes up, I feel like you're supposed to slow down, take a moment, check within, check with your intuition, check with your psychic knowledge here. I do feel I'm speaking to someone who is a psychic or a medium or somebody who has a really high level of psychic intuition here. And so I feel like with your back to the temptation that you don't even have to look at it to know that things are coming up that are going to tempt you. But I feel like you're supposed to look within first. And then we have, what obstacle will you face? The 2 of Swords, being in some sort of mental conflict. We'll go back and clarify all of these, by the way. Where can you find support in this month? Where you can find support is in the things that you've already learned. We've got memories of love. And I feel like these memories of love here, it's like you're stuck in your head, and it's nostalgia. It's the Six of Cups, right? So it's nostalgia. It's things you've already learned, things that you learned as a child, things that I feel like you are stuck in your head with nostalgia at the end of the month. And we'll find out what's going on there. Tell me about what actions Gemini needs to take in the month of April. What actions? We do have emotional withdrawal. So when you get in this energy of being stuck in your head, I feel like you are thinking about times that have passed, and I feel like it's emotional times that have passed. So connections you've had with people, with family members, best friends, lovers, whatever it is, you've got memories, and you're stuck in your head with memories, and it may take you into a place of emotional withdrawal. Be aware that you could end up withdrawing this month just because you've got too much on your mind in terms of nostalgia. Let's look at the advice and the encouragement for the month here. For Gemini, the encouragement and advice. We do have obstacles and challenges. So I want to say that if you do have these obstacles and challenges, I want to counsel you against emotionally withdrawing. That you might have people who might help you. I'm going to say that the advice at the end of the month is to hop whatever obstacles you have to hop to get the thing that you need to do done. I want to say, we'll clarify that and see what comes out here. We've got fertility. I feel like you're carrying the energy of the Empress this month. So whether you are feminine or masculine, the Empress is someone who is feminine leaning, but also has masculine energy. It feels like abundance, I want to say. Something is about to be birthed. And there's about to be it could be somebody is pregnant with a child, but it feels like creative. It feels like you're making something that is your own, I want to say. We have love begins, so there could be the beginning of love. It could be the birth of a new relationship. All right. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to pull from this deck, the Soul's Journey Oracle, to find out what the mood is for the month. What is the mood for Gemini, please? We've got blame. It says, I accept responsibility for my well-being. You might be taking this time in the month of April to look after your health. And you might be someone who is feeling the energy of Saturn. Saturn is right now in Pisces. Maybe you have a Pisces placement. You don't have to. But it looks like you are looking toward your well-being, whether that's mental, physical, or spiritual well-being. And you're no longer blaming whatever didn't work for you. You're no longer blaming out there. You're looking at the self and saying, that's where it is. I need to fix it. That's the mood that you're in for this month. And then we have self-esteem. I possess the gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. So that's what it's all about here. It's all about you building the self. It's the self-esteem. You stop blaming others. You start taking care of your own self, mentally, physically, personally, spiritually. You start taking action on things that you know that you can change, that no one else can change for you. We'll leave the Empress right here. All right, so we do have a new deck here, a new tarot deck that I'm going to be clarifying with. It's called the Idols Tarot, if you're interested, and we do have it right here. It is a great energy. I've been using it all week, and I tend to do that when I get a new deck. I just use the heck out of it so I can get to know it, and it can get to know my energy. So let's do that. Let's find out what's going on here. Tell me about the discontent and boredom for Gemini as we come into this month of April of 2024. Why is Gemini in this discontent and boredom energy here? Tell me about it. We've got the King of Pentacles. Well, isn't that interesting? It's almost as if you feel like you have nothing to work for right now because you have stability, you have your money, you probably have more than you need. You're feeling very charitable, grounded, stable. It's like your Pentacle world is doing really well here. Discontent and boredom, really, hey? It's very interesting energy. We do have the Seven of Wands. So the Seven of Wands is about standing your ground or having some tight boundaries. Tell me more. We do have Temperance next to Temperance here. I want to say there is a moment of alchemy coming up that is going to pull you out of this discontent and boredom. And I did say that when I laid down the Patience card because these are both card number 14, right? So it does, Yeah. Charlie said 14 and 14 is 28 and 2 and 8 is a 10. It might be something new that's beginning here. It might be that you're newly stepping out from behind some really tight boundaries that you've created around your financial success, or around your home, or around your workplace, whatever the pentacles are. It does feel like you are in. It's like you stepped out of something and stepped into something else as the King of Pentacles. So maybe you became a business owner or something like that. It feels like you've stepped out of something, and it's the moment of alchemy here for you to stand your ground on the King of Pentacles. And I feel like the discontent and boredom could be, maybe you are bored with the thing that you do for a living. I'm just saying. Tell me about patience. We do have the Six of Swords, we have the Nine of Cups, we have the Queen of Pentacles, and we do have the Judgment card. Very interesting energies here. So the Six of Swords is, it feels like there is something here, and I feel like you are disconnecting from this discontent and boredom. It seems like things are about to pick up for you. I want to say you are making different choices here. You're making decisions and choices. Now, first of all, I want to say that for some of you, you could be single and happy. I'm just going to say, but the Nine of Cups, it tells me that you are pulling away from the discontent and boredom. You're disconnecting, going from the chaos, which discontent and boredom can end up being some chaos. And you are going to the calm. And the calm for me with patience is temperance. It's a moment of alchemy for your wish fulfillment to show up. And we do have the Queen of Pentacles. Now, if you are the King of Pentacles, we got masculine and feminine energy in the Pentacle world here. I feel like you are about to meet someone, or maybe you already are with someone who thinks just like you, someone who likes to be charitable and kind and likes to benefit and help other people, but someone who can afford to share because they have their financial wealth in order here. It does feel like with the Judgment card that there is either something that's being resurrected or coming back round. For some of you, it could be a big decision that you're making about the Queen of Pentacles, who is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We got Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sagittarius energy here as well. Virgo and Pisces energy. So the big decision that you might make is about being happy with what you have. It feels like you need to, instead of looking forward, go, making decisions, I got to move forward, that you're supposed to probably make the decision to be happy about where you're at right now instead of running forward constantly. The Judgment card tells me that it is a decision that you're making, and it feels like you are making the decision to realize or pay attention to the Nine of Cups. All right. So there are some really good things that are happening, but it's going to take some change. It's going to take some decisions, and it might be decisions about your pentacle worth, right? Whatever's in the 3D world here. Tell me about what you will accomplish. It looks like more money coming in, or maybe it's a new job or a new position, or you're building a business. Tell me about prosperity begins. We do have the Two of Wands, we do have the World card, and we do have the Eight of Swords. So it does feel like you're embarking on some sort of new activity or a new It feels like it's a new path, but it also feels like it's an expansion. It feels like you're about to get bigger than you were. And so if you already have stability in your pentacle world, I feel like that's about to get way better. And I want to say it's because you're accomplishing something that you didn't think that you would accomplish. The World card is Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. It's all the fixed signs. And it feels like you were moving really slowly toward some type of milestone or an achievement, closing a door to an old way of life or living. I want to say that you need adventure. The Two of Wands is here asking you to make a choice to close the door on whatever it is that you're unsure of and go with the sure thing. But it feels like it makes you a little bit nervous. Prosperity begins here. Tells me that there might be some sort of an investment that you have to make, whether it's a financial investment, an investment of self. It feels like there is an investment that needs to be made here in order for you to get out of your head about this accomplishment. So you might the accomplishment might be that you are investing in a business or investing in property. It feels like you are going on some sort of possibly a business adventure. That's what it feels like here. What should you avoid is temptation. So living larger than you have, larger than you are, live within your means, please. I want to say, don't be tempted by the material world. I feel like you are somebody who is about to have gain in your material world. So don't start spending before you actually see the finances coming in here. Also, the Ace of Cups tells me don't be tempted by the physical world, like by the temptations of the flesh. So we've got the Ace of Cups here. I want to say that somebody might be coming in to offer you something, or maybe you're thinking of offering it to someone else. We have the Ace of Cups, which is love. We have the High Priestess and the Hierophant. Okay, so I'm going to say, if you are the person who is in a commitment, don't be tempted by the Ace of Cups. It feels like if you are the person who is here, who is in this energy of being in a commitment, that there's Piscean energy here, which tells me that you're being silent about a commitment. What's going on here? You're being silent about a commitment. The Ace of Cups is being offered, but it almost feels as if you're being tempted in the middle of the month by someone else, someone who could be a Capricorn. Of course, they could be a Virgo. They could be a Taurus. They could be Capricorn. They could be Piscean energy, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, Leo energy. It does feel like something is coming to test you. If you are the one who is in some type of commitment, I feel like somebody has offered you the cup for a commitment for some of you, and you've remained silent. It's because there is a temptation here, and I feel the temptation is another person. That you maybe have not necessarily given someone an answer. If they asked you to move in with them, or they asked you to marry them, or it feels like in your silence or in your subconscious, there is an Ace of Cups. And I feel like for some of you, someone has offered you the Ace of Cups, and you've been silent about it because of a temptation. Tell me about the temptation. Why has Gemini remained silent? Like it feels like it's been done. Like maybe somebody offered the ring, or can you move in, and nobody's given an answer. But this is a commitment. Why is that? You're holding back. Why are you holding back in April? Tell me why you're holding back. What are you trying to find the courage for? To say something. You're trying to, you want to stand up and say something. It feels like if you already are in a marriage, if you are already in a commitment or a marriage, I feel like with the Queen of Swords showing up as the person who is the divorcee, that maybe you're leaving the commitment, or you're trying to find the courage to speak out loud. And I feel like you're trying to liberate yourself from holding back, that there is something here that you want to say. What's going on here? Tell me more. Five of Swords. You might be in a commitment with somebody, or moving toward a commitment with somebody where there's a lot of fighting and arguments. It feels like there's a lot of fundamental differences, maybe not a lot, maybe one or two, but it does feel like whenever we start talking about this particular topic, somebody doesn't want to talk about it. They throw down their swords and walk away, get in their car, I'm going for a drive, or I'm going for a run. I don't want to talk about this right now. I want to say that you're thinking about moving forward. You're feeling like that maybe you need to disconnect and move forward. We do have 6 swords here, and this person who is standing up or ready to stand up and say something. 5 and 1 is 6. It tells me that this is chaotic, and that you may want to disconnect from this commitment, possibly by about mid-month. Tell me about this intuition, please. I feel like before you do anything at all, my friend, that you're supposed to embrace, this is what you're supposed to embrace, please use your intuition. Before you decide to make any decide to make any moves. I really do feel like if I'm connecting with you, it's because there is a temptation from the past. Somebody has come back, or somebody wants to resurrect something with you. They might know that you're doing very well financially, and they might want to resurrect something with you here. Tell me about the intuition. Embrace the intuition. Why? The Four of Pentacles. The Page of Wands. And the Lovers. Okay. Well, you know me, I don't sugarcoat anything, my friends, but I just want to say that I feel that you are keeping some sort of texts or communications silent from the person that you have already made your commitment to or are about to make a commitment to. I do feel that there is someone that you are holding on to, someone who is possibly has an age difference with you. Could be a child, absolutely, that you're making a choice, a conscious choice here to connect with somebody in your DMs or connect with this person who has shown up, who is on a new path, and they are very excited to see you. I feel like you're excited to hear from them, but I feel like the reason that you're hearing from them is because you've been holding on to them with the Four of Pentacles. You've been holding on to the Page of Wands or hope that this person would show up again. We do have the Lovers, which tells me you're going to make a decision with your gut about this person. Tell me about the obstacles that you will face. It feels like you're stuck in your head, and I want to say it's because of this. And I feel like, don't forget, we have this solar eclipse coming up. It's going to throw crazy energy at us. Some of you are going to end things that you know are supposed to be ending, and some of you, things are going to end without your permission. So I feel like there is something going on here within some type of commitment here that you're unsure about. It feels like there are arguments. Somebody wants you to come to their sway. They want to sway your opinion, but you can't be swayed because you're the Queen of Swords, I want to say. But there is somebody here, I feel, that connects with you in the middle of the month. Somebody you're excited to hear from that you have not yet let go of. Somebody who possibly is a soulmate, or somebody who chooses you, or maybe you choose them. So let's take a look here at the obstacle that you will face is the Two of Swords. We've got the Ace of Wands, the Three of Swords, the Three of Pentacles. Look, my friend, I feel like you're making a decision to go on a new path, but I feel like it's a hard decision to make because you know you're going to disappoint someone or break their heart. I feel like this person that we're talking about here is a friend from the past, somebody who I feel you've had passionate moments with, and they're trying to get you, because the Page of Wands is carrying an Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Wands is here. They're trying to get you to make a decision to come with them. And I feel like you're in mental conflict because I think you know that in order to go with this person and I feel like you go with this person, if you do, because they're very passionate and they're a fire sign. There's somebody who is very fiery and, impulsive, and somebody who's on a new path. Let's not plan it. Let's just go. Let's just, I've bought a couple tickets to Cabo. Let's go. It feels like that energy. But it does feel like you need to make a decision getting into closer to the end of the month. And this is an obstacle you will face because you're going to have to hurt somebody by making this decision to take this Ace of Wands energy. But you have a lot of history with this person that you're already with. You have history or memories with this person that you're already with. I also feel you have history and memories with this person here who might be a soulmate or someone that you can't seem to get out of their energy. All right, tell me about where to find support. I feel like you're going to find support from someone. Yeah, I was going to say a father or a mother. There's the father, right? This is masculine leaning energy, but also feminine energy. It feels like you're going to ask the support of somebody that you have been, that's loved you forever. So it feels like it is a parent, possibly, that I want to say that you're going to tell this person that there is competition for your love. The Five of Wands is here. So it is indecision about the competition, and it is about deep feelings here. It feels like a light has been shone here, and I feel like you really now need to look at this. You need to look at the commitment that you're headed to or that you're in right now because it's conflicting with whatever you had planned to go forward with, Gemini. And I was getting that energy I feel in your reading for the week ahead. I'm going to attach that at the end of this reel so you can take a look at that if that's your energy, if that's the energy that you're in. But I feel like you go to a parental figure or an older brother, older sister, because I feel that you have to make a decision about this competition. But I don't feel like the person that you're about to commit to knows about the competition. Tell me about this emotional withdrawal. This is an action you need to take this month. You might need to go within to figure out, to use your intuition and figure out what's going on here. We do have the Ten of Swords. We have the Seven of Pentacles and the Hermit. I feel like you're choosing to end something that has already begun to grow. And I feel like there is a relationship here that you've been at for a while. The emotional withdrawal is, I feel like you disconnect from someone that, because you disconnect probably from a lot of people, from friends, maybe some family, maybe except for this person that you're going to for this advice here, the person who really loves you a lot. I feel it feels like a parental figure or a brother or a sister, someone who's older, wiser, maybe someone who is a grandparent. But it feels like with the Hermit energy here and the Seven of Pentacles, it feels like you really need to go deeply into thought, gain some wisdom, and find your light. Because it feels like although you've put the effort into a relationship already, that you're emotionally retracting from that because you feel like it could be over, or maybe that you feel like you might need to end this cycle in order to be able to move forward. You could be dealing with a Virgo, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. We have Leo here as well. We do have a Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. Gemini is right here. Libra here. Of course, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius here because we are in a general reading. Tell me about the obstacles and challenges. It feels like the advice and encouragement is that you're going to have to figure out an answer to the obstacles that are here. The obstacle, I feel, the biggest obstacle you're going to face is whether to carry on in the relationship that you're in or pay attention to the person in your DMs. We've got the Queen of Cups. We've got the Empress. Wow. And the Wheel of Fortune. Wowzer, wowzer, wowzers. So there we go. There's the obstacle and the challenge, that I feel that you're in love with the Empress already. And I feel that you feel that it's an accomplishment to be in love with the Empress. It's like something you've always wanted. And now that you've got it, something's got to change. It feels like this is like you've overcome the obstacles and the challenges in your life up to here. And I feel like there is a really deep connection with the Empress. The Empress is Libra and Taurus. We do have Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer energy here with the Queen. And the Wheel of Fortune, Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, and Scorpio energy. It does feel like something is about to change as it pertains to the Empress. I don't know if you are the Empress or if this is somebody that's in your life, but I feel like I want to say the overall energy is you're going to be tempted by someone who is the Empress, unless you are the Empress. I feel like you are in love with the Empress. This could be the person that you are connected to as your commitment, but it feels like something's got to change here. Something has to change because somebody is offering you a cup. It's almost like you feel like you've missed out on something here, and now this person shows up, and now you're in your head trying to get advice about what to do next. So we do have the Four of Cups here, and it feels like that you feel that maybe you missed an opportunity with this person and now they're coming back around. That's what it feels like here. I'm going to leave it right there. We've got the Four of Swords here. It feels like you need to say something, but your hand is not on the sword. That there could be heartbreak here, but you have chosen to remain silent for now because you're in emotional withdrawal. But I feel what you want is happiness and celebration. You want a reunion, possibly with the Queen of Wands. Look, we do have the Page of Wands here, which is the communication in fire. And then we do have the Queen of Wands, feminine or masculine. This person is very driven. They are independent. They're very tenacious. They are very accomplished. So it does feel like you need to make some sort of a decision to speak to this person or about this person in order to find your happiness. But I think that the reason that they're showing up now is to tempt you temptation because you're in some sort of a connection. It's almost like the universe is coming back and saying, Gemini, is this really what you want? Because this is the time to say so if that's not really what you want. All right, Knight of Swords is here. I feel like you're going to say something. This is Gemini. I got something to say. I'm just going to throw it at you and I'm going to let you sort it out. But I need to think about my abundance and where I'm going to invest. And I'm about to build something all by myself. Even though it's overwhelming and I'm stuck in my head, it feels like there is a new beginning here as well. Is that it? Yeah, the Fool. The Fool is here with moving forward in a new connection here, possibly with the Two of Cups. Look, I'm just going to leave it there. I'm not going to say any more. Take it as it resonates for you. Thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate you. I'm going to go for now, but I'll be back, Gemini, because I'm always back. Thanks. Bye-bye.